Most real estate professionals either don't have a website or are stuck with one that looks like it's from 2015. Today, I'll show you the top 4 website builders for real estate professionals, ranking them from the easiest to the most powerful. So if you're starting from scratch or ready to upgrade your digital presence, this video will save you hours of trial and error. Let's jump right into the first one. Many people are familiar with Wix, which is one of the most popular website builders out there on the internet. It is meant for people who don't have too much tech experience, and as long as you can drag and drop a mouse, you can work with this builder. Now, looking at the number of real estate templates they have, you can see there's a wide variety that you could start with that could match your personal brand. Jumping into the first one, you can see it has a simple look and you can adjust the colors and buttons and pages all to your preferences. But it is simple enough that you can get this thing started really relatively quickly, and also just be able to drag and drop and change each of these elements to your liking. Here's another example with a more modern feel to it, and you can see there's also properties you can add for active listings as well as past transactions. Lastly, here's a third template for Wix. You can see here it's relatively simple, but it gets the information across. Wix is overall a great one to start with. If you need help dragging and dropping things onto the screen, they have good templates on here to start with, as well as a good number of help resources online, across YouTube, across their own help platform. And most things can be pretty self-explanatory when setting up or working with the templates they have here. You can be set up with Wix in a number of hours to have all your real estate information on the website, including personal images, text, properties, all of the above. Now looking at pricing, you can see the 4 different boxes they have here. You can start for free and build your site, and then when you publish it to your domain, you can choose one of these 4 options here. Most people will only need the Lite or Core, just for more storage or options if you need them. Overall, I'd say the Lite plan here at $17 per month would be more than enough for most people to get the 2 gigabytes of storage space and the free domain for a year. You can get your custom domain published to this plan here and be set up relatively quickly. Now onto GoDaddy. This is a very popular website, mostly for domains. Most people are familiar with purchasing their domains on GoDaddy. Now, they also have websites as well. So if you jump into real estate, you can see the different templates that they have available. There's a number of websites that are available here for the real estate field. And overall, I would highly recommend GoDaddy for those that want to get started in a number of hours. You can get this thing started pretty instantly. You just have to choose a template, hit go. The domain's already here on GoDaddy, so there's not really a need to have any technical setup, having any issues with domains, pointing to different website hosting services. This is kind of an all-in-one package that you can get started relatively quickly. Now looking at some of their templates here, similar to Wix, they are a simpler design, as you can see here. It's mostly to get a few pages in there, static pages, as well as a contact form to get in touch with you. But when you're looking for a simple website for real estate professionals, this is really your digital business card. So people want to be able to look through here. This is another template. You can integrate IDX here as well if you need, which gives you the live listings on your website. Most people are just looking for a way to look at some of your properties and make sure there's something a little bit deeper than the often websites that are provided by brokerages that are on the same domain as your brokerage, but there really isn't too much information outside of maybe your active listings. So this could be a great place to tell your story and get some more information on there. So now looking at pricing for GoDaddy, you can see there's 2 different options that most people will go with, is either the website builder, which is a lower cost here, $11 per month on an annual term, or website design services. And this is getting someone online, an expert that can actually come on here, build the website for a one-time fee, and you also have the annual hosting fee. So both of these options are great for people that are just wanting to get started really, really quickly. So GoDaddy is a quick fix option to get you started very fast. Moving on to number 3 here with Squarespace. You can see this website often has more professional looking content. They have a number of templates. They can also get started pretty quickly, but also have more of a luxury feel to them. As you'll see here, we'll jump over to the template section and you can just see the number of templates they have. This is for real estate. There's a lot of them here. And if we just dive into some of them, you can see this is the preview for what one of them might look like. Definitely has more of a luxury feel to it. There's some more animations. They have some, the form can be more complex, as you can see. It just gives a little bit more depth than GoDaddy or Wix might have without extensive time investment into building it. Looking at another template here, this is more modern. As you can see, you can jump into contact and get a contact form here, going through to see maybe a buyer's wish list or just a simple contact form. Now looking at the pricing for Squarespace here, you can see they have 4 different plans. Once again, you won't need some of these more expensive plans on the right. Most people will be happy with either the basic or core plans that are on monthly costs of $23 or $16 at the time in 2025 here. This is really what you need, is the free custom domain, and you can have a few more things here if you want. They have advanced website analytics if you want to do that. But really one of these two will get you going. You need to get your personal domain set up, which can be connected to your site, and then Squarespace will host it. But this is just relatively similar to Wix and the GoDaddy pricing structures we've seen before, where it's a monthly cost billed annually, but you can get started relatively quickly at a low cost. Now ending with my personal favorite, Webflow. This one, as you can see right away on their homepage, has a lot more custom interactions. You can do this with scrolling, with hovering. I've had a lot of time across all 4 of these different platforms, and this one I've found is definitely the most intricate in terms of what you can get. I've found that with Webflow, you can find anything on the internet and replicate it with enough time and trial and error. Now, if we look at some of the different Webflow templates they have, you can see most of them are premium, not too expensive, but you can see they're just one-time fees, and then you can start building from there. Now, looking at the first one, you can see right away, it's a lot more custom. It's not so simple. You can see as I'm scrolling here, there's a number of different interactions here going on where it's a horizontal scroll plus video, and it just has a lot more of a luxury and custom feel to it. And these look great across all devices on mobile and desktop as well. And you can see here, there's a number of different properties. I just really like the feel of Webflow because it is so custom, and you can really get anything you want here created. Here's another template here. This one's a little bit more simple, but you've got some video in the background. You can see interactions as we enter onto the page. I just think their templates are very premium compared to the things that are offered by some of the other providers like Wix, GoDaddy, and Squarespace out there. It is a little bit more difficult to get started. However, as you can see with the templates that they offer, if you just switch the visuals here and add your text, you can find something that's very custom to you and really speaks to your market. Now looking at pricing for Webflow, you can see there's 4 plans here. They're very similarly priced once again to these other companies we were talking about earlier. There's a free starter plan, but once again, you're definitely going to want your private custom domain. So with the starter plan, you will not be able to have your domain, say firstnamelastname.com. It won't be on here. So you're going to need at least the basic plan, which is the $14 per month billed yearly. And if you have a CMS or a content management system where you want to have a number of different properties on there, for example, your current listings or your past listings, that will require one of these CMS or content management systems, which is good for blogs and SEO driven pages. That's going to be a little bit more expensive than the others, but once again, it just depends on what you're looking for and how much setup time you're looking to invest into. So after running through all 4 of those, which is Wix, GoDaddy, Squarespace, and Webflow, here is just a quick breakdown to help you decide what's best for you. If you want to get on as fast as possible, I would choose Wix or GoDaddy. And if you want something more premium or custom, I would go with Squarespace or Webflow. My personal favorite is always going to be Webflow. I built my own websites with Webflow, and I found they are definitely the most professional, but they also do take the most amount of time. If you'd like to get your hands on the list of websites that we've talked through today, I'll have them all compiled in the description below. If you need more personalized support in getting your website set up, or have questions on how to point simple things like your domain to your website and get that thing started as quick as possible, I'm setting up a real estate automators community where like-minded real estate professionals can go together and learn and also excel in their businesses. It's totally free to join, and inside you'll find a number of free resources for you to be able to help and learn and grow your business in your respective markets. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.